By the end of today's episode, you'll know why your auditioning is either building casting loyalty or quietly making them stop offering auditions to you. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today I'll be covering how casting decides who to bring back, how one bad streak can downgrade you, and how to protect your long-term positioning so you keep getting consistent auditions. Your auditioning is not just about this role. It's about whether casting directors trust you enough to consider you for the next one. It's also about whether your agent feels confident to push you harder, and whether you become someone that they really root for or someone that they quietly replace. Every audition is either making you memorable in a good way or a bad way. Thing is casting directors, they have memories. They're not just thinking about your headshot, but actually about the quality of the auditions that you are submitting. Like how prepared you were, how professional you were, how natural your performance was. I had a client who started getting called in repeatedly for the same show. It was awesome. He was in the mix being considered. Clearly, the casting director on that show liked something that he was doing. He did a few strong auditions, and we were getting very excited. But then, for some reason, without consulting with me first, he decided to hire an audition coach. I'm not saying that I'm perfect with the coaching that I do, but he decided to hire this coach, and after a few more auditions, we suddenly noticed that he wasn't getting auditions anymore. After a few weeks, I asked him to send me some recent self-tapes that he had done, and I immediately noticed that his acting was coming across as a bit too over the top. I found out later that the audition coach he had hired was more versed in theater. Unfortunately, theater acting doesn't work as well for screen auditions. And the thing is his auditions didn't pick up again. It took months and an entire set of new headshots to get him to start getting auditions again. Why? Because a pattern had formed. Casting remembered his headshot as, oh, this is the guy who overacts. And they stopped offering him self-tape opportunities because they knew what they were going to see. It only changed when he got some brand new headshots, and then he got some more opportunities because they didn't recognize the headshot that he was using, and they wondered whether, is this a new actor, or did this actor who I was looking at in the past, now that they've gotten new headshots, improve in some way? And so they started offering him a few new chances. Casting directors invite you back when they like your performances, but they remember you if your acting is off in more than 2 auditions in a row. Are you forming a pattern in their minds? Is the pattern that you're performing about reliability, specificity, strong acting under pressure? Or are you forming a pattern of inconsistency, interesting choices but risky, strong look but questionable acting choices? Acting careers rarely collapse overnight. The thing is that they slowly go down. Over time, they drop off. And this drift, it's subtle, right? Fewer auditions from the same office, then fewer in general, and then eventually none. And when your agent doesn't see you being offered auditions consistently, they start to wonder, and they test things a little bit. And if the auditions don't pick up, they're going to slowly stop pitching you as aggressively. And that's when you start telling yourself, it's just slow right now. But the truth is, if you've ever told yourself that it's just slow right now, there's a real chance that casting has quietly downgraded you. Not blacklisted, it's nothing crazy bad, it's just downgraded, right? Look at all the streaming services and TV shows that are constantly casting. It's not that there's a lack of opportunities, especially if there was a point in your past where you were getting more consistent auditions. It's that you're downgraded, and a downgrade can lead to years of slower auditions. Tens of thousands of dollars could be missed in bookings just because you're not even getting the auditions anymore. And this could be years of your life that you don't get back. And now you're suddenly in a new casting realm because you're a higher age bracket. While your career was drifting and you were getting fewer auditions, someone else was building more trust with casting directors. They were showing them repeatedly that they can perform under pressure. I know it's difficult, but you need to be honest with yourself. That's where it all starts. Have you stopped getting called back by an office that used to bring you in at least 2 to 3 times, let's say? Did you have multiple auditions for the same kind of role, but you never booked it? Did you feel like your agent's excitement cooled down over the past year? The actors who build careers are not just talented, they are predictable in their talent, right? Casting knows what they're going to get. Not only how good and strong the audition will be, but also the kind of character that they're playing. Casting remembers what you give them, and next time they call you in, they're hoping that you bring more of that. It's what they're looking for every single time. The actors who plateau and then start to decline, well, they're riding on potential. They get an agent and they see an influx of auditions. But when they slow down and those auditions eventually stop, they blame the agent and they think that they just need a new one, or that it's a slow season right now in the industry. And then a year later, maybe they do get a new agent, but the same unfortunate thing happens. Consistency in audition ability is the single most important factor in whether you get booked in a major television show, especially when you have an agent. Now, of course, getting an agent is a different factor, and I have plenty of other podcast episodes covering that. But what actually leads to booking your first major union level television show that can completely change your career? It's not about hustling really hard. It's not about attending new classes or working with new coaches. And it's not even about new headshots or clips. Those help, but they don't get you booked. Instead, it's about consistency in your auditioning ability. Inside of a structured 6-month career rebuild, we focus on a few core shifts. So what actually leads to booking your first major union television show that can completely change your career? Well, it's not random hustle. It's not new classes every month. It's not just new headshots or clips. Yes, those help, but they don't get you booked. Now, inside of a structured 6-month career rebuild, we focus on a few core things. First is about type and entry points. Are you actually auditioning in your strongest casting lane? Or are you positioned incorrectly and sending the wrong message or an unclear message to casting? Because if your branding and your essence are even slightly off, every audition is going to basically feel like you're trying to swim upstream. Now, the next thing that we focus on is repeatable audition systems. Not feelings, not being inspired in the moment. It's about a process, a system. Basically, what I call level 4 scene choices that make casting really feel something and be interested in as they're watching. It's about on-camera review and measuring and consistently improving. The third thing is all about ownership. Are you taking active control of your acting career? Or are you stuck randomly hoping that an agent signs you? Or if you already have an agent, hoping that they keep submitting you and telling you what to do next? Finally, accountability with data. We're going to track your auditions, your callback ratios, office patterns. Who are you meeting with? Who are you auditioning for consistently? We're looking at trends. Remember, emotion is not fact. Data is actually going to tell us what's going on. And 6 focused months can correct years of going slightly off the path. But only if you treat your acting career like a true profession, not like a hobby or a game. The real cost of waiting is big. While you're hoping that things turn around, casting assistants are becoming casting directors. Directors are remembering the actors who delivered the best performances. Agents are building their rosters around the actors who consistently earn them the most money. And momentum either increases or doesn't. You can keep hoping things shift, or you can start correcting everything deliberately and methodically. This is not about freaking out, trying to change everything all of a sudden and going crazy. It's about being really focused and very specific, about being precise. If you see yourself as a professional actor, you need to act like a professional actor. Professionals are auditing their performance. They're looking at their systems and seeing what needs to be refined. They're investing money in their trajectory. And yes, my coaching program does require an investment. Time, money, very specific focus. I only take a small number of clients into my 6-month premium consulting program. It's very hands-on and we do lots of work. We're going to rebuild how casting sees you from the ground up. So if you want to be considered for the program, here's what you do. Go to martinbenson.com/coaching. That's martinbensen.com/coaching. You're going to fill out a short application. It only takes about 3 minutes or so. And if I think you'd be a good fit, I'll send you a scheduling link for a brief Zoom meeting with me. It's not a casual chat that we're going to be having. We're doing kind of an evaluation. We're going to look at your current trajectory. We're going to discuss your goals, what patterns you have, and we're going to figure out if the coaching program is right for you. It's not for everybody. It's for the actors who really feel like they need to take control of their time and their career. Actors who know that they're capable of more and are tired of just drifting. And even if we don't work together, you'll leave knowing exactly where your career stands. But I can only take on a limited number of clients because each person does require a lot of my personal time and attention, and I want to do my absolute best work with you. Your auditioning is either compounding in your favor or compounding against you, okay? There's nothing really in between. Are you the actor who waits for momentum or the one who's going to build it? So if you're serious about building positive momentum this year and you're ready to invest in doing it properly, apply at martinbenson.com/coaching. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.